Hello, welcome to day 9 of this 30-day business challenge. My name's Ola Agbaimoni and I and 30 other women have committed to making a video every single day to tell you about our business. Now my company is called Leaders to Follow Ltd, as you would know if you've been following me for the last 8, this day 9 days. And what we do is we enlighten, empower and inspire women to be the CEOs of their own life, really taking action to get the results that they need to get and stepping into their true potential by learning to be their true authentic selves and improving the relationship that they have with both themselves and their wealth. Okay, so yesterday we talked about how you can find your passion. So when you do discover your passion, then the next question to ask is, what is my true purpose? Now you may or may not have heard of a gentleman called Napoleon Hill, who back in the 1920s, during the last Great Depression, looked at the difference between people who were able to be very successful and made lots of money, were very wealthy, and those who weren't. And he came up with a number of principles for being able to be highly successful. And one of which I really swear by, is knowing what your higher purpose is. Knowing what your big why is. Because when you know what your why is, when you know why you're doing things, everything else just falls into place. You can actually make decisions based on your why. Because if they don't align with what your why is, then you can quite easily say, this is taking me in the wrong direction and I don't need to do it. Now what Napoleon Hill said, and you don't have to use this language, but he said everybody should have a definite chief aim, which I call your purpose, your higher purpose. Not like a short-term objective, but almost like the goal for your life. If you were to write your purpose for your life, what would it be? And most people's purposes tend to be more motivating, tend to really inspire them to action when they are in line with their values, when their purpose reflects what they truly believe, who they truly are, and what they deeply value. So the first thing you need to do in identifying your purpose is to ask yourself some questions about what's important to you. What are the things that are most important to you? And they could be things like family, connection, being able to influence people, being able to take leadership, or kindness. So you know, work out a list of what's really important to you. And then when you've got that list, start to think about how you can narrow it down to get the things that are most important to you, the things in terms of your values that are totally precious. And when you've done that, the next thing to do is to ask yourself, how are you living your life? Are you living your life in all the areas of your life in line with those values? And if not, why not? What would you be doing if you were able to live your life in line with the things that were most important for you? What would be your purpose? Now, so go away and ask yourself those questions. What is most important to you? And if you were living your life in line with what was most important for you, what would be your purpose? Where would you be heading? What would you be aiming to achieve by the time you were saying goodbye? Pushing up the roses? What would you like people to say about you on the day that you left this world? If you could project yourself forwards to the end of your life, say 20, 30, 40, even 50 years, 100 years from now, I don't know what time we're going to check out, but if you could do that, what would you expect people to say about you? If you'd like to know more about how you could identify your true purpose in life so you can live that life of your dreams, following your purpose, living your passion, then check out my website, which is www.tycoonwomen.com, where there's lots of information about how you can align yourself with your values and your purpose so that you can live the life that you truly deserve, following your passion and doing what you love. I'll be back with you here again tomorrow. So until then, have an amazing, brilliant, charming, delicious, exceptionally fabulous evening. Bye-bye.